G'day. Little known fact, it was a pivot at a time of crisis that saw the birth of Mandara Spa. Welcome to day 30 of the lockdown here in Malaysia, and today I want to share a positive perspective because it was actually a pivot at a time of crisis, not unlike what we're going through right now, that saw the birth of Mandara Spa, which of course is the company that I work for and indeed one of the true pioneers in this hotel spa industry. Because way back then, one of the original founders had a plan to create a spa village in the middle of Kuta in Bali. Now, he'd identified the land, his wife had started training these girls on how to do some basic massage techniques, and then the Asian financial crisis hit in the mid-90s. To be fair, it was more of a global crisis, but certainly the impacts were probably felt hardest in Asia, and particularly Indonesia, which, quite frankly, was a basket case at the time. And so then it made no sense to continue with this project. But a few days later, he was chatting to a mate of his who also happened to be a part owner in a hotel up in Ubud in Bali, which was also suffering as a result of this crisis. The hotel was basically empty. And so these guys are sitting around one day having a chat, and they said, well, why don't we take the furniture out of the hotel room, put a few massage tables in, get these girls that we've already trained to do some massage, and see if we can make some money out of it. And out of that, Mandara Spa was born. And in many ways, the hotel spa industry was born. Because don't forget, 25 years ago, there was no such thing as spas in hotels. This hotel spa business that we talk about now that has become ubiquitous really didn't exist 25 years ago. So the message there is that even though things seem dark and gloomy right now, and that the business you had planned is maybe not going to work, there is potentially a pivot in there for you, a bit of a change of direction, a bit of a tweak in your business model that could potentially not only lead you to survive, but to go on and thrive for many years, like our company did. I mean, we became obviously a pretty serious company in this business. We've employed thousands and thousands of people, made a lot of people a lot of money over the years. All of that emerged at a time of crisis. So start thinking now, as we've talked about, the crisis is now, the chaos comes tomorrow. You want to be ready to act in that chaos period. So start thinking about now what sort of pivot would make sense for your company if it's needed. It might not be, but if you think that all is lost now with your business, then think about what pivots, what tweaks that you could possibly make and see whether maybe you could become the next Mandara Spa for the next 25 years. Alrighty, that is it for today. I do thank you for your time and I will be back again tomorrow. See ya.